What is up, Thin fans? I was not expecting to make a video today. I was expecting to relax, get ready for tomorrow's live stream, talk about the cuts that are happening tomorrow in the live stream. I got a list up right behind you guys for some of the cuts that were made today. But there was a cut that is supposed to be made today or is going to happen that if you can't tell already, and if you're not watching, then you don't know. Apparently the Miami Dolphins, according to Adam Schefter, are going to be releasing Josh Rosen. Let's that's the news. Let's real quick, I know you guys are probably like, no! Let me real quick just talk about some of the other releases that happened today so I can go into full in-depth detail talk about Josh Rosen's going to be released. Because he hasn't been cut yet, but he's going to be released. You know, I'll give you a rundown of everyone that has been cut so far. You have Jeremiah Dinson, Avery Moss, Dietrich Nichols, Sullivan Ahmed, the running back that we picked up, Nate Brooks, the cornerback, Nate Whitting, the tight end, Danny Isadora, which was surprising to me. I thought they would try to keep him, Brandon Bryant, Breon Borders, the cornerback, Chris Mayrick, the tight end. I kind of saw that coming because Chris Mayrick is struggling a little bit. I'm just looking at the list. Nate Holley, the safety, linebacker / safety we picked up from the Canadian Football League, cornerback Ken Webster, Shaq Calhoun, which I kind of saw that coming. Now, here are the ones that were surprising to me. Tyshawn Render was cut today, and that is surprising because they're probably trying to put him on the practice squad, but there's no way that the New England Patriots are just going to let this dude sit out there to go back to the practice squad. So that's a name to look out for. And Matt Cole and Kirk Merritt were both cut today. And that's also a little surprising to me. I thought at least Matt Cole might make it, but both are cut. I do expect Tyshawn Render, Matt Cole, Kirk Merritt, and some of these other names to try to get onto the roster, the practice squad roster. So it only took me, a minute to kind of raffle off the list of names that have been cut so far. I don't think the Miami Dolphins yet are at where they need to be for the 53-man roster for tomorrow, Saturday. Sorry, I'm just scrolling through my stuff so I can get to what you guys want to hear. And that is that the Miami Dolphins ended up cutting Josh Rosen. Sorry, I keep clearing my throat. I got this huge phlegm stuck in my throat. I don't understand it. You want my God's honest opinion? I don't understand it. I'm going to break down Josh Rosen. I'm going to break down the whole situation with Josh Rosen for you guys. I got it out, so I'm going to stop clearing my throat. Again, I do apologize for clearing my throat. Miami Dolphins give up a second-round pick and a fifth, which ended up we got back for sending Drake to the Cardinals. So essentially just a second, which we in turn got more out of because we traded back with the Saints and then gave the Cardinals a second for Josh Rosen because the Arizona Cardinals drafted their quarterback in Kyler Murray. When we initially drafted Josh Rosen, you can go back and watch the video. Not a fan of the move. I kind of didn't like him. I didn't like him when he came out of college. I don't care that he was a top 10 pick or top 12 pick. I didn't like him. But then I was like, let me give him a chance. Watch some of his college film. I was like, let me give him a chance. He's not my quarterback. Give him a chance. And I always thought with Josh Rosen, give the kid a chance. Put some pieces around him, give him good offensive line, do all these things, give the kid a chance, give him a fighting chance to do something. He competed with Fitz. He lost. Fitz started. Fitz struggled against two very good teams. They put Rosen in. Rosen struggled. They put Fitz back in. Fitz started doing well. Won us 5 games. Fast forward to now, we draft Tua Tagovailoa. Everyone thinks, that's Josh Rosen's, boot out the door once we drafted a quarterback in the top with the 5th pick. I didn't think so. I was one that thought, why not have a 1-2 punch or at least have a very viable backup with Josh Rosen, with Tua, because Josh Rosen is only going to cost about $2 million and I'll give or take another $2 million next year. And then we still have the 5th-year option, but I doubt they would go in that aspect of a 5th-year option because then at that point, 5th-year option for quarterbacks is kind of pricey. Camp started. He started to compete. He had that 3-day spread of doing very well in camp. He had 3 days of doing very well in camp. Tua was kind of struggling to pick up the offense. We even heard from Eric Rowe today that it wasn't until kind of now that he started to, look off defenders, stop staring down his receivers, do his progressions a little bit better. He's doing his thing. Again, that has no implication on Tua. That has no implication if he's good, bad. Oh, he's supposed to come out and do this and da-da-da. Kid got 40 days to learn an NFL offense. So there's that. Then after that 3-day stint of Josh Rosen doing very well, he fell off. Got very quiet. We didn't hear much from Josh Rosen. There was the scrimmage that everyone wants to be like, Josh Rosen beat Tua. Josh Rosen had 10 points, Tua had 6 points. They weren't competing against each other. And to bring up that and say that Rosen beat Tua is just ridiculous because we don't know the circumstance. We don't know the plays that were called. We don't know anything. So to pick up the scrimmage and say Josh Rosen beat Tua, so blah, 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 is just ridiculous. And then we noticed that his snaps were reduced in camp and more were given to Tua. Now, I'm not saying that is because Rosen started to suck at the end of camp. I'm not saying that. I'm honestly saying I think what they did was give Rosen more snaps in the beginning of camp, let Tua learn his thing, and then have Rosen take his, they flipped it. Started the camp, Rosen with a lot of snaps, have Tua kind of do the handoffs and the short passes, let him understand it, and then flip it. Okay, Tua's got more of the understanding. Let's give him more and less on Rosen. Give them a fair shot. You know what I'm saying? An equal opportunity. And then, so that's what happened. And then the rumors came out yesterday, I think it was, that the Miami Dolphins are opening to trade Josh Rosen. So I thought, okay, it's a 50-50 chance that the Miami Dolphins trade Josh Rosen. I think it's a 50-50 chance that we can potentially go and get something. But again, I said with COVID, with the possibility of losing potentially both quarterbacks, I honestly think that they're going to keep him. I think it'd be smart to have 3 quarterbacks, especially Josh Rosen, who is not a bad quarterback, knows the offense. He's been in camp for the 40 days that we've had it. Why not keep him? And again, he's cheap. So I was like, it's a 50-50 shot. If they trade him, it's probably because someone offered him something good, and and other than that, I don't see them moving on from Josh Rosen. Well, was I wrong? Because like I said, and you can tell by the title, they are cutting him. They are cutting Josh Rosen, and to be honest with you, to me, it just doesn't make sense. For one, this is going to probably get a lot of people who are huge Josh Rosen fans. It shows that another team doesn't have high regards for Josh Rosen, that they wouldn't even trade for him, to the point where the Dolphins are cutting him. Because the Dolphins tried to get something for him. They couldn't get anything for him, so they're cutting him. And you've seen Balaj, they got a 7th round pick that fell through. Raekwon McMillan, they got a 4th, they had to give up a 5th. They always try to get something for their players. And they couldn't get anything for Josh Rosen, so they're cutting him. Is that because people were asking too much and the Dolphins didn't want to take a 5th, 6th, or a 7th? Maybe. Again, I don't know these things. I'm just speculating. But the fact that no one is... I don't understand why they're cutting Josh Rosen. Just so you know, they gave him his $1.4 million bonus because he was on the team the 3rd day of camp. So it says what's left is another team's claims him off waiver Sunday. 2 years, $3.6 million, about $90K guaranteed for a top drafted quarterback for just 2 years ago. So someone who's going to claim him is getting a 2-year, $3.6 million quarterback, potential top 10. Now, again, a lot of people say, we let a top 10 quarterback go. And I honestly, if you want my honest opinion, when he was drafted, I don't think he should have been a top 10 quarterback. I go back and watch the videos. I don't think Josh Rosen should have been a top 10. I was never really a big Josh Rosen fan during that draft. I actually was making videos. I like Baker a lot and all that stuff. But just for the fact that the Dolphins are cutting him, I just don't understand that move. It doesn't make sense to me. Why not keep him? Say they do want to get something for him. Say they do want to trade him. Keep him And then if somebody goes down with injury, if something happens or anything like that, then you have the possibility of trading him, because then his value becomes more. Because as of right now, there was no preseason. A lot of times with claims, waivers, all that stuff, you have the preseason games to watch. That's why somebody said Kirk Merritt will probably get, I think it was Jason, my bud Jason Sanders. See, Jason, if he knows if he's watching this. He said, he's going to get claims, Kirk Merritt. But normally when we have preseason, you get to see Kirk Merritt doing his thing, or you get to see Matt Cole doing his thing, or you get to see Tyshawn Render doing his thing, and you get to see these guys do their thing. So when they get cut, people want to grab them because I see what they do. We have no preseason. So it's not like Josh Rosen's going to have a high demand, because no one knows what he's done since week, 4 of last season? Except for the Dolphins. The Dolphins and Brian Flores are the only ones who know about his journey and about if he's getting better or not. So, yeah, this one just, I didn't see this coming. Again, if you go back, watch my video, I said it's 50-50. They'll trade him, and if they can't trade him or get a pick that they want for him, they're going to keep him. I did not expect a cut. This is surprising to me, 100%. I wouldn't have done it, me personally. Why not keep him on the roster? The fact that they brought in Jake Ruddick again today for a second tryout in a week really showed that they were going to move on from Josh Rosen. I even tweeted that out. But yeah, this is surprising to me. So, that's how I feel about it. I'm very interested in what you guys have to feel about it. Be sure to comment below. Who are some of the guys that are cut that you're surprised got cut besides Josh Rosen? Is it Tyshawn Render, Matt Cole, Kirk Merritt, Shaq Calhoun, Isadora? Comment below. Let me know some of the names that you're surprised that got cut. Do you think they'll make it to the practice squad? I have some new Patreons, but I wasn't, I didn't do my thing where I write the names down and all that stuff. So I will shout you guys out in tomorrow's live stream. Again, I will be live tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We could talk more about this because I'll be able to chat with you guys live. So I hope to see you guys tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Also, if you want to be drawn in for the fantasy football and you went on day 9 of camp and said, hey, I want to be a part of this, then I'll see you tomorrow at 1 o'clock. But yeah, the big news of today, the Miami Dolphins aren't trading Josh Rosen. They are releasing Josh Rosen. And, I don't understand the move, Even if he was, he's a cheap, viable, very good backup quarterback. And I don't get the move. But I'm very interested to read your guys' comments. I know some of you guys really like Josh Rosen. I know some of you guys really don't like Josh Rosen. So I'm very interested to read your guys' comments. But stay classy in those comments. That's why I say what I say at the end of the video. Stay classy. And just so you know, I don't censor comments, but if YouTube picks up curses or this or that, they censor comments. So don't blame me if your comment doesn't pop up because you drop a bunch of F-bombs and B-bombs and A-bombs. But be sure to comment below. I'll see you guys tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will be live. If more news breaks, like if the Dolphins sign somebody or other stuff, I'll give you another video like this later tonight. I'll probably be up for a bit. But other than that, like usual, guys, stay classy. Fins up.